Hello everyone and welcome back. We have a lot to do this month, and the first thing is to construct the bottom inner border. Now take a look at that. It's not just that the primary colors in each one of those little 3-inch finished squares changes. It's that there's an accent color that goes with each one of those colors, and that changes too. And that's the exciting thing to keep up with. So before you cut your fabrics, think about the progression of colors that you're going to have in each one of the blocks, and then which little accent color is going to occupy the smaller triangle. Get those arranged on your mat. Take a photograph of the progression of colors before you begin cutting. Print and cut out your papers. Cut the larger squares and then notice those smaller squares. Mine are cut 2 inches. I made them bigger inside the pattern because while 2 inches works, it was pretty tight. So your squares will be bigger than my squares. Subcut the 4-inch squares in half on the diagonal once. Place a green triangle right sides together with a white triangle, green side on top. Center the paper and sew on the solid line between 1 and 2. Take it to the ironing board and press it open, and then fold the paper back for number 3 and trim away that triangle of fabric. If you haven't already done so, cut the 2.5-inch squares in half once on the diagonal and place the appropriate triangle on the block as you see here. Center the triangle. Take it to your sewing machine, sew it, and then press it open. Next, you're going to trim the block to size as you have done before, just like that, and then remove the papers. Place the blocks right side up on your cutting mat. Make sure you get the colors arranged correctly, and make sure that you turn the blocks in the correct orientation. And then take every other block to the ironing board and change the pressed direction of the seam allowances. That way, when you sew the blocks together side by side, the seam allowances will nest together and it'll be easier to sew. Sew pairs together and then press the seam allowances. I pressed all of them either up or down. It doesn't really matter because these aren't going to nest into anything else. So press seam allowances in one direction or the other. And then continue sewing the blocks together to construct that bottom border strip. Next, I'm going to show you how to make the log cabin squares. It's really easy, and once that's done, you can sew the top and bottom inner borders to your quilt. So let's move on to that next.